Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow. Every business knows that true success comes from strong connections built and established over time. Whether it's a connection between you and your business partners or your company and your consumers. At Eastern Communications, we believe in a strong and personal connection. In prioritizing both our high-tech and our high-touch solutions, we bring back the human connection in the ever-expanding industry of information and communications technology. In doing so, we've amassed a wide array of various solutions designed to not only improve our clients' businesses, but to also create seamless experiences for their own customers. This is why customized solutions and strong connections matter so much to us. Keep your company files safe and secure through data centers and cloud services that allow easy access for your employees and are scalable to match the needs of your business. We understand just how important proper collaboration and communication are to the success of a business, which is why we can offer your company the proper tools needed to enhance collaboration efficiency, all while maintaining an agile and flexible network that is scalable to the size of your company. These collaboration tools are key to developing your business's continuity and are easily accessible at any time and from any device, all while maintaining the security your company needs. Speaking of security, no matter what stage of a cyber attack you are in, Eastern Communications will always ensure that your company is prepared with the help of the Cyber Defense Suite. From before the attack happens, during the time it's in progress, and even after it begins to damage systems and steal information, Eastern Communications is equipped with products and services for every phase. Eastern also provides relevant managed services that suit your company's needs. That way, you can better focus on running your business and leave the technical aspect up to us. Of course, every business needs reliable connectivity in order to maintain its day-to-day processes. Our world-class data services ensure the smoothest flow of data and information for your company. Together, we can help you create personalized networks that are well-suited for your company's specific needs, containing all of the benefits with none of the hassle. If it's internet you need, Eastern Communications Internet Services can provide your company with fast connections and high bandwidth availabilities. This way, you have access to flexible speeds and stronger connections to the internet. Lastly, we want to help you establish your own strong connections with your company's partners and customers. Eastern's voice services offers seamless solutions for your customer service needs and easily connects you to your customers. These are only some of the many solutions and services that Eastern Communications has established over the years for our many partners. And while we still have a long way to go, you can be sure that Eastern Communications will continue to be your partner and take you from where you are now to where you want to go. Together, we can all finish strong for our tomorrow.
And we are live! Maayong hapon ninyong tanan. Malipayon ko na naamo karon sa atong ang pag-attend sa atong Eastern Communications event. All right. So keep watching and watch out for more good news from Eastern Communications. Mga ka-Easterns, we are also honored to have you all here this afternoon because we at Eastern Communications admire you for staying strong these past few months. My name is Apple Grace Mendoza and I will be your host for Via Eastern, Achieving Mental Toughness, Powering Through, and Gearing Forward to the Now Normal. Again, daghang salamat sa atong mga guests na kauban nato karong adlaw. Of course, our speakers today, Ms. Kat Trevino, as well as the members from the Cebu Hotel Information Technology Association, or CHITA, and our friends in the industry and other associations attending today. And we would also like to acknowledge the presence of all the other members from various industries out there. We welcome you all to today's Via Eastern event. Wow, mga ka-Eastern, we have a great show ahead of us today where you can look forward to amazing speakers for Via Eastern. And for any questions at any point of our conversation, please feel free to type it in our chat box below because we would love to hear your feedbacks. Kaya naman mga ka-Eastern, we will be starting in a few minutes to let others get comfortable and join in on our live stream today. But in the meantime, I'd like to invite all of our viewers to please like and follow us at Eastern Communications social media platforms so you can check us out on both Facebook and on Instagram. For Facebook, just type in facebook.com/EasternComPH. And on Instagram, it's at instagram.com/EasternComPH. You can actually see it right below my screen and it's being flashed right now. And if you want to share about Via Eastern event, please don't forget to mention us and use our hashtags for today. So we have two. It's hashtag Via Eastern 2021 and hashtag New Heights with Eastern. Woo! Kapaspas sa oras, no? We are fast approaching the end of 2021, mga ka-Eastern, and I know everyone here has been hard at work these past few months. Rest assured also that all has been hard at work here at Eastern Communications. And I am sure that everyone at Eastern Communication is super proud to show you what we have in store for the rest of the year and onwards. Eastern Communications continues to expand in different parts of our country to support businesses and companies like you. Kaya naman, hopefully today we get to empower you all through showing what we can do to help you and of course your businesses. O para mas masabtan nato kaning among giandam sa Eastern Communications, here to talk a bit about Eastern Communications is Mr. Mike Castañeda, Head of Sales, to not only offer welcoming words on behalf of Eastern Communications, but also to introduce our very special guest for today. Magandang hapon, Sir Mike.
Thank you, Apple. Greetings from Eastern Communications. Welcome to our Via Eastern webinar. Thank you for joining us today. For so many years now, the partnership between Eastern Communications and Cheetah has been growing stronger and stronger. In spite of the pandemic and all the challenges that emanate from it, nothing has diminished that partnership. Eastern continues to be the strong connection of Cheetah. The past 2 years have been very challenging for the tourism sector. The hospitality industry suffered the most, and not a few companies had to adjust and even transform their business model in order to survive. But all these setbacks are rather temporary, and we firmly believe that the recovery of the industry is just a matter of time. The Philippine tourism industry is very resilient and one of the best in the whole world. We can compete globally and we can triumph against all odds. Whether you're in the Visayas or in Mindanao, Eastern Communications, as your partner, will continue to walk side by side with you, as once again, the industry builds its strength. We are always ready to provide our services such as connectivity, digital platforms, security, and other ICT services to help you regain lost grounds. Together, we will look forward to your revival, to your strong touchdown. At this point, allow me to introduce our guest speaker. He is a true-blooded Cebuano originating from Danao City. A well-known personality in the hospitality and education industry. He has served the industry for more than 15 years now, including the challenging years of pandemic and period of industry adjustments. Currently, he is the IT manager of Park Lane Hotel, one of the most preferred hotels in the province. An original and dedicated member of Cheetah for more than 14 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of Cheetah, Mr. Dexter Laurel. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Mike, for that beautiful introduction. On behalf of Cheetah, allow me to thank our partner, Eastern Communications, for sponsoring us today through Eastern's virtual event titled Achieving Mental Toughness, Powering Through and Gearing Forward to the Now Normal. This virtual event would be of great help to all of us, especially in dealing with this health crisis that we are all experiencing. This is no longer a new normal, but rather the now normal, since whether we like it or not, we're all going to live with this crisis and move forward hoping and expecting brighter days ahead. This too shall pass. Again, on behalf of the Cebu Hotels Information Technology Association, thank you Eastern Communications and of course to all the members of Cheetah for sparing an hour or two of your time for this event. Daghang salamat and keep safe.
Wow, that was very insightful, Sir Mike and Sir Dexter. Nag-resonate talaga sa akin when you said that this temporary setback in the tourism industry and most industries have really shown resilience and adapted to the sudden shift of perspective and how we manage our ways of working within our respective businesses during this pandemic. And with those changes come opportunities that we embrace in the now normal. And with a partnership between Eastern Communications and Cheetah, we promise our partners to provide you with the best high-tech and high-touch service that only Eastern Communications offers. All right, so mga ka-Eastern, okay pa ba kayo dyan? Syempre, okay na okay. We want to hear from you. So if you have comments or you have questions, please again type it in our chat box below because we are only getting started right now. So ngayon, get ready and share this live stream to your colleagues and to your business partners because this will surely be something useful, not just in the workplace, but also for your personal growth and your well-being. Because up next, mga ka-Eastern, we have our thought leader, none other than Miss Kat Trevino. Miss Kat Trevino is an environmentalist and mental health advocate, a scuba diver, underwater photographer, and a public speaker. So if you want to check her out on Instagram, you can type in her handle. It's at Sino Si Kat. She is also the co-founder and head of content and communications of mental health organization Mind Nation. And also, she is a communications lead for environmental and human welfare nonprofit organization, Cora. In 2018, Ms. Kat was named Her Style Asia's 30 Under 30 Women Who Will Change the World. And also, she's a part of the 30 Under 30 Cannes Young Marketers and Lifestyle Asia's Young Eco Warriors. She is known for her contributions in her advocacies and exceptional work in the digital marketing landscape for the viral Philippine campaign, Kwentong Jollibee. And Ms. Kat is currently dedicated to environmental programs such as Verde Islands, rehabilitation, and sustainable livelihood efforts. Her advocacy in mental health and the environment stems from her personal journey and struggle with anxiety and depression. It has led her to a lifelong commitment to fighting for mental health care accessibility and affordability and all its intersectional dimensions that include gender equity, sustainability, women empowerment, youth leadership, and purpose building. Mga ka-Eastern, we are honored to introduce to you Ms. Kat Trevino.
Thank you so much, Apple. Hello, everyone. Maayong hapon to all our Cheetah members and to all our ka-Eastern friends from the hotel industry. Thank you again for inviting me to talk about cultivating mental agility. We experience setbacks, challenges, or things that don't go as planned almost on a regular basis. In fact, we do say that the only thing constant is change. And when change or something that doesn't go as planned happens, we are tested for our ability to be agile, or we let it consume us. Our mental health has great impacts on our ability to remain balanced and successful in the face of life stresses and changes. Today, we talk about how we can do that and how it affects our work and what we can do to strengthen that mental agility and our overall well-being so that we can come out of these challenges even stronger. I'm Kat Trevino. I am a founder and partner for My Nation. I also do work as a digital strategist and PR manager. I'm a full-fledged environmentalist. I work and volunteer for Cora. But one thing that I do want to make clear is that I am not a psychologist. Everything that I will share with you this afternoon comes from the research of our scientific board of advisors in Mind Nation, as well as my personal journey with mental health. Not too long ago, I got diagnosed with severe clinical depression. And even with the pandemic, that's posed great challenges for me as I strive to excel in many things that I do. And one thing that I do want to put in your heads, I want you guys to remember is that our challenges towards mental health, our challenges today during the pandemic are valid. And we can and we will work towards overcoming them. I'm very lucky to be part of an organization that does put so much heart to valuing mental health at work. And My Nation is just the organization for that. We're a mental health and well-being organization that prioritizes healthier and happier employees. And we do this by partnering with organizations like Eastern to provide mental well-being talks and trainings for their valued members. Before we dive into mental agility and talking about what mental health is, I want you guys to do this quick breathing exercise with me. Just follow the instruction on the circle that's on the screen. Breathe in, hold, and deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in, hold, and deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in, hold, and deep breath out. Breathing properly and even being mindful of how we breathe keeps us grounded and calms us. It's one of the best ways to lower stress in your body, to keep you grounded and present at this moment. This is because when you breathe deeply, it sends a message to your brain to calm down and to relax. It's something so simple that when we're faced with challenges, when we're faced with the unknown or when we're anxious, we tend to disregard how we breathe. And when we take shorter breaths, the message that it sends in our brain is to be in this fight or flight mode, to be more anxious, to be in a state of defense. And we fail to realize that when we breathe deeply, we understand that there are things that can be within our control. There are things that are in the present that we can practice. We can be more mindful so that we can learn, okay, what comes next? What should we do next? And what is the real problem? Those are all great skills to have, and being present are great skills to have when it comes to mental agility. But even before we talk about how we cope or how we develop this kind of resilience, we have to know first, what is mental health? We often think mental health is just about all the negative things. It's being scared, being anxious, being depressed, being sad. And that's where our stigma towards mental health comes in. The truth is, everybody has mental health in the same way as we all have physical health. And it's not just in the negative things. Mental health is our overall state of well-being. We're humans with emotions ranging from happy and ecstatic to sad and depressed. And that health is our ability to cope with the normal stresses in our lives, our ability to be productive in the workplace, our ability to think and move forward despite of challenges and even contribute to our work or to the community. I said normal stresses because it's completely normal to feel stress. In fact, there are times when it is good. It's called eustress. It's a positive kind of stress. It makes us feel excited. When we talk about mental agility, it's linked to an area of research called psychological flexibility. Studies have shown that those who have higher levels of psychological flexibility are less likely to be depressed, anxious, or stressed, and more likely to report better well-being in general because of the way that they perceive challenges, the way that they think about certain situations, and how they choose to respond to events. And I'll share with you a bit more about how we can practice that and hone that kind of agility or resilience a little bit later. But going back to mental health is also physical health. Countless studies have also proven that poor mental health does show in physical aspects like our inability to sleep, heaviness, headaches. Some studies have also shown how burnout has also linked to our lowered immunity, sicknesses, our ability to work with team members, or even show up for work. Taking care of our mental health involves mental strength. It involves developing daily habits that build that mental muscle. And I don't need to keep repeating this, even the possibility of removing toxic stressors or bad habits that hold us back. Moving forward to today's setting, how is the pandemic affecting our mental health? There's so many factors that contribute to the feeling of fear and anxiety, and it's very tough. Our uncertainty towards the future, the loss of lives and loved ones, even until now, our barriers in accessing basic services, heightened emotions, not just at work or at home, but also on social media, and even our adjustment to the new normal. And it's completely okay to still feel like you're not aware, you're not sure about what's going on during these times, certainly uncertain circumstances. But just like how our minds and bodies are unique, our feelings also vary. You may be thinking now that there are people that are within your social circle or within your family even that are feeling happy and productive during this time. There are also those probably mga ka-Eastern na team members that you're seeing that are not coping as well as you feel like they should. The thing with mental health is that we all deal with these situations and these stressors very differently because we also have very different situations and living conditions. There are some of you guys that are work from home parents also dealing with the many responsibilities at home with online schooling of kids, what to eat tomorrow, what to have for dinner later. But also, meron din sa ating living alone, isolated. The ones that haven't seen their friends and loved ones for over a year already. There is no right or wrong feeling towards these certain stresses or situations, but I'm also not here to tell you that just because I'm doing a talk on mental health and mental agility, that you should feel okay already, that the only way to feel is to feel happy. Because again, mental health is about that balance. It's normal to feel sad and depressed and tired over these situations. You're a human, you're not a robot. But what I want you to practice is to take the time to honor your feelings. Don't brush them under the rug. Don't ignore them. When you sit down and recognize these emotions and how we can cope and do better and learn from these situations, we further develop that agility that we need. This is something that I struggled with so much in the past. And to some extent, when I feel like I need to be in the zone, I need to hit certain targets, I need to be better already, I need to be productive, the automatic thought is that I simply don't have time for my mental health. What I failed to realize is that in choosing to honor my feelings, recognizing that, okay, today I feel sad, today I feel angry, and I recognize and I understand it, I am able to move through my emotional energy so that I can let it go. Emotions are energy, emotion. And if we don't let that emotional energy flow through us, if we don't sit and be present with it and understand it and learn from it, it can lead us to feeling stuck, overwhelmed, helpless, and in my case, even depressed. Stressors can vary and can make us feel languished, threatened, overwhelmed, whether they come from our relationships with others, our relationships with ourselves, our relationships at work, or our work and our passions, and even from the outside world. When I talk about being present and being mindful of how we're feeling, we also need to be able to pinpoint where it's coming from. Why am I feeling angry? Where is this anger coming from? Why am I feeling unproductive or lazy or feeling sad about a certain thing, and get to the root cause so that we can learn to build that mental muscle, and in the long term, our resilience or our agility. When we talk about Filipino resilience, we often think that it's our ability to just move on in a snap of a finger. We had that discussion a few years before during a big typhoon when people started talking about how the Filipinos are so resilient because despite the adversities, despite crisis, homes are flooded, so many people lost loved ones, but they're still able to crack jokes. They're still able to do karaoke. They're still able to laugh and smile. And they think that that's what resilience is about, just being able to move on really quick. That's not what resilience or even agility is about. Resilience is not tenacity. It's not about who can be or feel better the fastest, who can be more productive during a time of crisis. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And our mental health is all about endurance. When we talk about cultivating that agility or ability to be resilient, it's also not something that we're born with. Don't think that just because someone can get over something faster, it's something that's an innate personality. It's actually something that needs to be honed. More importantly, resilience is not about bouncing back and going back to normal. Especially when we talk about mental agility, it's not about having to just go back to who we were yesterday or who we were before. We often have that thought now, oh, I was happier last year. I was stronger last year. But I hope and may we really never wish to be who we were yesterday or last year, because you are so much wiser. You are so much stronger than you were before. When we talk about resilience and mental agility, it's about moving forward, but also becoming a better version of who you are, learning from your experience, developing a growth mindset that enables you to cope better, cope in healthy ways, and also understand and learn from the situation so that the next time that you're faced with something similar, I know what to do. I don't crumble. And I won't crumble anymore the next time that this happens. So in the context of typhoons, for example, what do they learn from it? Maybe this time I'm going to learn to plan where I live better, or learn that these are the things that I need in times of crisis, in times of a situation, a go bag, emergency toolkit, etc. And when we hone that mental muscle, and invest in a well-being capital, it's like going to the gym consistently. We become stronger versions, and it's something that we have to discipline ourselves to do. You might think, Kat, I want to feel better right now. Where do I begin? Or how can I ensure that my team in my hotel, in my organization is at their best state of mental health so that they can be more agile? Our minds are incredibly powerful and complex, and they're designed primarily to protect us from harm. Stresses like feelings of loss and helplessness, they're all threats that send warning signals in our brain. And if we're not in the best state to act on these threats, it affects our overall well-being, our productivity, and even our success. So are we truly prioritizing our well-being to the fullest capacity? When we talk about well-being, it enables us to successfully overcome difficulties and achieve what we want out of life. This is the core of mental agility. Our overall sense of well-being will not be achieved without the balance of these 5 key dimensions: physical, emotional, mental, social, and cultural. Think of these as independent bank accounts, each needing capital to function. When we talk about physical well-being, it's the most fundamental. It's our movement, our nutrition, our overall physical health, but also includes our sense of stability, our sense of security. How secure are we at home? How financially secure we are is also a big factor in our mental health. And I'm sure you guys feel that when, okay, I feel like I don't have enough savings for this thing that I want or what I want to pursue or even bills, etc. All of these things affect our mental health as well. So the ability to feel secure in every sense of the word physically is important to our well-being. Let's go to the next dimension, our emotional well-being. This is more or less who you are and what you feel. And when we talk about emotional well-being, this is how connected we are to our feelings, our thoughts, our reactions towards things. And it's completely normal to feel certain different ways versus another. But how are we able to balance that? How are we able to connect with these feelings and recognize and sit with them? It's all in our emotional well-being. Being able to set healthy boundaries between other people, between work and ourselves, and the people that we love is part of this emotional well-being. Taking adequate time to even get off social media is also part of this. And being able to introspect and reflect on our feelings is also ways that we can build this emotional well-being capital. A very closely related and often missed dimension is our mental well-being capital. Because again, when we talk about creating authentic happiness, tuning into our feelings, this is not about ignoring the painful or difficult situations that occur. Because yes, life is filled with difficulties, and it's important that we sit and be present with them. Sit and be present with your emotions, no matter how different you feel from others. But when we talk about mental well-being, it's about what comes next. Where do you focus your attention on? What do you feel and understand is within your control? This is about our control, our attention. What do we do next? How do we cope next given the situation? I feel bad about the pandemic. How do we cope? How do we move forward? Mental well-being is all about is very linked to mental agility. How resilient are we in times of stresses? What do we do? Where do we put our focus on? Do we take a few minutes of our day for calmness, to be in the moment, to be present? Do we journal? Do we track our responses well and process the responses that we have? And even gratitude plays a very big role in our mental agility. Are we grateful for our blessings? Are we grateful even for the failures because we're able to learn from them and even the things that we're still waiting for? Connection is also a very big part of our emotional well-being or our overall well-being. Connection, relationship with others all help our mental health. If you feel like you're an introvert like me, which is hard to believe, you might think that this is something that you can't grow any further. Like I can't grow my social well-being because I don't like talking to a lot of people. But even if you're an introvert or if you're an extrovert, our social well-being capital is really about the quality, the trust that we have with others. Being able to develop that, especially during a time of isolation, is very important. Do we feel like we belong at home, at work, in your country? Am I a trusting or trustworthy person? It can feel a little heavy to think about this now because we're all in a social well-being struggle. But as much as I personally advocate being independent or being self-reliant, I learned, especially during this pandemic, that we really need our people. We need to understand how we trust others, how we trust ourselves, because from there, we learn to cope better. We learn to connect with others in a way that we understand that when we need help, we can reach out to people in need because there are people that are willing and are open to help us. The last dimension is the cultural well-being. This is all about our meaning in life, the support we get in our community, the happiness at work, the purpose in life. When we develop this capital, we think about having purpose and looking for that kind of purpose, finding joy and how we can make the most of our lives. Do we have an ikigai? An ikigai is a Japanese term for a reason to jump out of bed in the morning. Because if we don't develop also this cultural capital, if we don't have a sense of meaning in our lives, we don't know which direction to go, then every day will seem like this repetitive routine where you don't know what's happening next. You're always going to be in a state of anxiety or a state of stress because you don't know what you're building up for. So ask yourself why you're here in this kind of industry, why you're here in this organization, what makes you feel most fulfilled. And do you also take time to explore new things, explore new hobbies, find new things that will make you or give you joy in life? To build your overall well-being, you have to make sure that all of these are functioning to an extent. When we cultivate that mental agility, we have to strike that balance within all of these dimensions. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a car. Your engine works great. Maybe your transmission works pretty well too, but your brakes don't work. And because your brakes don't work, it doesn't matter how nice your car is or how fast you think you're going. You're still going to have trouble going about life. The same is true for your well-being or your mental health. If you feel, I feel physically fit, I have a lot of money, etc., but I don't have any friends. I feel lonely. There's no one I can trust. And it's the same with all the other dimensions. If something is missing, if you feel like a dimension in your well-being is missing or you're not investing enough, it will affect your overall health. It will affect your feeling of success, productivity, and even happiness. Whatever state of well-being you're in, we have to practice the utmost self-care. Like maintenance to a car, again, it has to be such a habit that the next time you're faced with stress, you learn to take a step back. It's okay to take a step back and say, I need to take care of myself first. It's not selfish because you cannot be capable of offering help, giving love to others, be productive in your organization if you're empty, if you're running on empty, if you don't have enough for yourself to give. At the end of the day, it's you first. When we think about self-care or taking care of ourselves during these most difficult times, we think that it's going to the salon or traveling. It's not the same as the self-care we see in movies. It doesn't have to be luxurious. We also think, and I am very guilty of this, I used to think of self-care as something that I had to deserve, that I can only allow myself to rest or recuperate when I'm already burnt out, when I'm tired, pag walang-wala na. But when you're already in the state that you're already burnt out, you're already overtired, a weekend or a day off is not gonna cut it anymore. You're just gonna end up feeling still the Monday blues, still dragging yourself to work, still feeling hopeless or stuck, and it's not going to cut it anymore. Self-care is in your daily habits. Oftentimes, we're so hard on ourselves. We tend to think the worst. We're our own worst critics. It's also not helpful that the society and social media has set us up to compare and compete and constantly challenge us that we feel that we're not enough. The key here is to have unconditional self-regard, self-respect, and understand that there are no ifs and buts into taking care of ourselves, especially during this time. We have to put utmost value on our well-being. So I'm going to share with you tips on how to further practice that mental agility and practice self-care. And it may seem like they're basics, but I want you to remember that this is supposed to be a daily habit. You have to do it every day. You have to be mindful of it every day so for it to be effective. Number one is to keep moving. Keep your mind and body in check. Be present. Listen to what your body needs. Listen to what your mind needs. If you're tired, if you're feeling like your back is aching, stretch. If you're feeling like you're overthinking, take the time to pause and to breathe. But you don't have to overdo it. Many of us can see workout videos and feel the pressure of having to do 2-3 hours of workout or having to do diets that are sometimes unreasonable for us. Take it step by step. It's important to have progress, but what's more important is the consistency. Keep moving. Listen to your body. Listen to your mind. Number two is to limit your online time. Limit your news intake. when you can and when it's possible, because we don't know that subconsciously, just like how we have to be careful and have to be conscious also of what we feed or what we consume, drink, eat, we also have to be careful of what we consume in our minds. And social media or the things that we consume on television play a big role in that. When we scroll through our social media, we think that it's a mindless activity. We think that this is nothing. This is part of self-care to just scroll and scroll through Instagram. But what we fail to realize is that it feeds in our minds, and we end up comparing ourselves subconsciously. Why is so-and-so on vacation? Why is so-and-so doing this and that? Why am I? And you start to build these false narratives in your head that don't help with developing a growth mindset, don't help with cultivating that mental agility. We only need a few amounts of information to keep us well informed for our peace of mind. Okay, this is the alert level now at this time. This is what I'm going to do next. But after that, cut off and go about your day. Next is to talk to family and friends. You don't have to always do it on social media and comment on their every post. Call. Do voice calls, video calls if you get the chance. Social distancing does not mean emotional distancing. Keep connected. Hearing someone else's voice, especially someone that we love, can give us that instant calm that we need. And being able to really sound off also on your problems, learning to trust people when it comes to difficult situations, learning to ask for help are very important parts of developing that mental agility. Create an environment also where it's safe for you to have that psychological safety, for you to be mindful, for you to be present. Get some sun, open the windows, bring in plants if you can. Studies have shown that vitamin D and even the plants release that chemicals, the happy chemicals like serotonin that are very good for our mental health. Number 5 is to meditate. Don't stress about how you're not doing this right the first few times. It took me forever to practice this. But simple meditation, like when we ground ourselves and allow ourselves to be present and in the moment, think of the things you're feeling right now, what you're sitting on, the wind on your face, the heat, whatever it is that you're feeling, listening to the sound of my voice or anything that's surrounding you. Being aware of your surroundings makes us less anxious and brings us back to what we need to address, the now. Even prayer is a very practical way to apply mindfulness in your daily life. Our anxiety is caused by the fear of the future or things that may not have happened yet. Don't zoom forward on this. Mahatma Gandhi says that there is more to life than simply increasing its speed. When we're aware of what's happening now, when we're aware, okay, this is what I'm stressing about, this is my problem, this is what I feel, and this is what is within my control, it can help us create that leeway we need to plan for what's to come. A huge part of developing or cultivating that mental agility is also about acceptance. This is what I have. This is what I am faced with at this present moment. This is what I feel about this certain situation. I am sad. I am angry. Yet when we accept it, we can move forward faster. We can develop new ways of how to develop coping mechanisms, healthy coping mechanisms, so that we can move forward. Because when we ignore them, when we simply say that, yeah, I'm not angry, if we are consistently in denial, we don't get to face it head on. We don't get to face the problem, and it'll only lead to feeling bottled up, feeling extra stressed. And when that gets filled up, we end up having shorter tempers, and it ends up becoming something that goes beyond our control already. It also pays to have an attitude of gratitude. Be thankful and grateful of the things that you still have. It's not about toxic positivity. It's not about ignoring the painful or difficult situations again, but remembering that mental health is about that balance, striking that balance, that despite or in spite of the problems or the crisis or the things that we're still stressed about, there are still good things happening. And it allows us to think in a more positive way. Think of ways that we can control the situation. Think of new ways that we can attack the situation versus ruminating over the negatives. Thank you for another waking day. Thank you for internet access. Thank you for the chance to have this talk with you guys, for my job, for my food, for my health. Starting or ending your day with a grateful mindset will only set you up to see things in a better light. So think about it at this moment. What are you thankful for this afternoon? Maybe you have something that you're thankful for. Maybe it's a little thing. Maybe it's just about waking up. Whatever it is, having that in your head, having that sense of gratitude in your head will help you develop that mental agility so that you can move forward. If things aren't as easy for you as what I had shared, we can always seek the help of a professional as well. Sometimes I personally wish I had spoken to one sooner before things worsened. There's no too early a time to speak to a psychologist or to an expert, but please don't let it be too late. Part of why it's so important to develop this mental agility or to value your mental health is because it's a very real problem. It's a very valid problem. 2 out of 5 people suffer from mental health conditions, mental health concerns. And even in the workplace, with My Nation's research as well, we have learned that so many people are dealing with the mental health concerns driven by workload, driven by that financial pressures, driven by personal matters. And it's important that we develop that kind of empathy towards ourselves and towards others. Remember that in taking care of our mental health, we have to be kinder and more respectful and be able to sit and be present with our feelings, or even the negative emotions, so that we can develop that mental agility we need so that we can face problems in a healthier and better way. So that the next time we're faced with situations that are beyond our control, we also learn to take a step back and be kinder to ourselves. Remember that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect, and you are worthy of good well-being. Be kind to yourself always. Thank you so much for your time, and be well.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss Kat. I am genuinely happy to be here and listen and learn from you today. And I'm sure that our audiences too. Because you know what? Thank you for opening up, because this actually feels liberating in a way that we are discussing our mental well-being, and it doesn't feel like a taboo anymore, as it should be, right? And also, I just want to highlight what Miss Kat have shown us about a very easy breathing sequence. And I hope all of our Easterns also followed that. You know why? Because it is actually proven to calm your nerves and help you, find your center during a very stressful moment. And sad to say it is overlooked on a daily basis. So I urge all of our Easterns to, include that or incorporate that in your daily routine, especially when you're feeling lost or you're in a chaotic moment. So yeah, anxiety aside, do try that breathing sequence, incorporate that in your activity every day. And also, like what Ms. Kat have mentioned, it is very, very important to acknowledge what you feel, that it is there. So you know how to cope and to manage your emotions for the sake of your well-being. And also from personal experience, you can have your alone times, do your meditation, and even cry out loud. I mean, yes, the latter have helped me a lot. Now I know, mga ka-Eastern, that we are wired differently. So please take a moment and a breather from the chaos within you and what's surrounding you. And always remember to be kind to yourself, because we all deserve it. And I hope everyone here has been keeping their minds healthy, because we all know that mental health is very vital in keeping our overall health at a tip-top shape. Do you guys agree? If you guys agree, please comment in our chat box below well-being, or simply say I agree. And of course, to reinforce what Ms. Kat Trevino have shared, with us this afternoon. Here to talk about minding the mind at the workplace is Eastern Communications' very own Miss Diane Montes. Now, Miss Diane Crisel Montes is a strategic segment marketing manager in Eastern Communications, leveraging her experience in telco, in retail, and in other industries, and she aims to drive digitalization across MSMEs to future-proof their businesses. Miss Diane has recently led Eastern's Leap Forward webinar series and launched the Manila Connect Wi-Fi kiosk project, which garnered prestigious awards for business innovation this year. She continues to champion the company's thrust to nurture human connections by representing Eastern Communication in local industry associations to uplift the MSME community. Miss Diane is a Bachelor of Education graduate of University of the Philippines, Diliman. She is also a certified digital marketer, a remote work and virtual collaboration professional, an IBM design thinking practitioner, and a Cisco cybersecurity and Cisco IoT badge holder. Mga ka-Eastern, let us all welcome Miss Diane Montes.
Thank you, Apple, at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, mga ka-Eastern. It's a pleasure to walk you through the role our mental health plays as we continue doing our jobs, especially in the hotel industry, and its impact on our personal lives. Having a healthy headspace is something not only individuals should be mindful of, but also to be considered by employers and businesses, big or small. I'm also quite thrilled to share solutions on how businesses can manage their workforce through tools to ensure their effectivity and help keep a healthy mental well-being at work. After all, a company's main resource is their team. To give us a closer look at how we are coping mentally in the time of COVID, let us zero in on the psychological impact of COVID-19 in companies in the Asia-Pacific region. It has been found in Profile Asia study that 45% of their respondents felt that COVID-19 has unfavorably affected their own mental health, and 60% felt that COVID-19 has negatively impacted the mental health of their colleagues. From this, we realize that not only do we recognize the challenges of this condition in ourselves, but that they may also be observed among our team members. 43% of respondents revealed that response by their management to the pandemic increased their stress levels. Which leads us to question, what specific aspects at work are causing these team members heightened stress levels? The reasons range from lack of communication and expectation setting from management, unclear direction and last-minute changes around delay of onboarding of new executives and team members, being constantly online, which forces them to juggle caring for the elderly, their children studying at home, and lack of devices or proper workspaces at home. I'm sure most of you may recognize similar challenges since most of us started working remotely last year. This year, many companies, I'm sure including yours, have been very hopeful about recovery. But as we all get busy trying to get our operations back on track, our report says we shouldn't overlook our team members' or employees' well-being as well as our own. So we wonder, how have we been doing at work here in the Philippines in light of the now normal while we live with COVID and adopt a remote work setup? Overall, the National Center for Mental Health has reported that calls regarding depression rose 500% from pre-pandemic period. That's 400 calls per month from 80. On the one hand, PVP Inc. has reported that of those who worked from home, 16% have experienced critical stress levels, 31% suffered from anxiety, and 22% had depression. It is said that working from home increases the likelihood of experiencing severe depression by up to 5 times. This can be associated to isolation, having to juggle work and household work at the same time, not having a proper space for work, and even lack of exercise. It's also been found that millennials are twice as likely to experience severe stress and 1.8 times more likely to develop severe anxiety compared to the older generation. So siguro po, may mga millennials rin tayong kasama ngayon dito sa event. And this is not to say that Generation Z has it any easier. In fact, the likelihood of these experiences are much higher in their age group. How about in our industry? According to the Westfield Health Report entitled Coping After COVID, technology professionals are among the most likely to suffer from mental health issues as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Around 20% of IT workers have found it hard to adjust to the new ways of working. 34% are getting anxious about work, and nearly half, or 44% of the IT sector professionals said their mental health has been affected since the start of the pandemic. From being short-staffed, working long hours, to lack of flexibility, all these may impact the well-being of the professionals in this sector. And that's according to a separate Harvey Nash survey. Now, these experiences might be familiar to some of you. And if you may, can we see who in the audience have experienced these? You may type in yes in our chat box, no judgment po. Or if you would like to keep to yourself, that's definitely all right too. Or if there are other reasons you feel anxious at work, please share it through the chat if you like. Perhaps others go through them as well. Dahil kahit po ako, nararanasan ko rin po yan minsan. Despite these issues, many believe that remote work is here to stay. We see many reasons why. For employees, definitely, there's a reduction in expenses, increased productivity, and having the opportunity to qualify for jobs based on skills instead of location. For companies, there's also a reduction in expenses and an access to more competitive talent pool as they can hire anywhere, especially for desk jobs. Customers get to interact with the best talent and not just who's able to work in the area. And for the environment, I think we can all agree that pollution has lowered since most of us started working from home. The statistics and employee sentiments I shared earlier reflect the predominant theme as employees work remotely and isolated from each other. As we enjoy the seemingly increased family time and avoid the tiresome commute to and from work, we also lost the convenience of a quick pep talk with their team members as well as collaboration. Companies don't easily recognize or see the difficulties and frustrations they may be able to help with. Here we see the top 3 struggles of remote workers around the world. So I won't be surprised if you or your colleagues experience at least one of these. Because to be honest, as I mentioned earlier, at different points I felt the same way. First challenge pointed out is the difficulty in collaboration. It's true that most of us experience discomfort working from home and found it hard to talk to our team members and even with our superiors since we don't physically see each other. Because of this, we end up being confused in what we should do. Sometimes we want to clarify directions and we can't have that many consultations with our colleagues like we used to in the office. Information is sometimes not relayed properly and sometimes reports get delayed. While these are real work challenges, there's actually something we can do thanks to the advent of productivity and collaboration tools. I'm sure most of you are familiar with these tools. I'm talking about the cloud-based applications that can allow for smooth, secure communication and collaboration, even if we are at different places. In fact, here at Eastern, we're quite grateful that even before the pandemic hit, our systems for productivity and collaboration are already in place. So essentially, we just transferred physical meetings, discussions, consultations virtually. These tools also allow chat or video conferences to simulate face-to-face meetings. The app that we use makes us feel we're in the same room with our teammates, which alleviates video call fatigue in the usual video conference setups. These virtual meetings and appointments can also be linked up with your calendars so no one gets to miss it. Even our external contacts can attend our meetings and chat with us in the video call chat room. We simply send them a link, and even if they don't have the app on their devices, they get to join our discussion. One other tool in this cloud-based solution allows us to work on reports or files at the same time. You can in fact see who in the team is working on it the exact moment you're writing on the document. So that's kind of cool and gives us a sense of comfort in a way that we're all working on the project together. Another thing it can do is help you send links instead of the whole file, which is very helpful as it doesn't use up the rest of your bandwidth. There's also a project management tool that allows you to not only monitor the progress of your project, but also allows you to assign it to team members and design a workflow. Imagine all these in one unified suite, which could help your team work together with ease. Given these tools, even while we don't see each other physically, we get to work as a team quite productively and efficiently. Another challenge remote workers experience is dealing with loneliness. And yes, we hear you. As we also suffer from cabin fever at some point and not being able to see family, peers, and bosses, we feel alone and isolated from our social life and work life. As we've seen in the numbers I shared earlier, people around the world have been experiencing stress, anxiety, and depression. It's quite unfortunate, but this is the reality we're in now, and best we can do is find a way to at least offer some relief to our team members and coworkers. Here at Eastern, we found many uses for existing collaboration apps to help us stay connected, even for non-work related activities. Once in a while, our HR team would invite, by way of electronic invite, to participate in a game of Kahoots, which we conduct through our video call and chat application. We have also participated in physical and mental wellness activities via video calls, such as yoga, and other social events like a virtual Halloween party, which is once again right around the corner. So these events get to give us a sense of comfort, camaraderie, and fun and entertainment, even while cooped up at home and we can see each other face to face. Since working from home, has any one of you or colleagues from other departments ever experienced feeling the need to do more since there's no one there to see you work? Don't worry, you are not alone, as this is a major challenge for remote workers around the world. If I may share with you, a thing we learned at work is to harness our existing apps to help us manage communication and prioritize our deliverables. Because remember, busy doesn't exactly mean productive. For example, sometimes employees get tempted to channel all communication into one single app, say, for example, an email. While this may look manageable, it's not exactly efficient as it is not designed for collaboration. And this is why an email has an inbox and an outbox. It was meant to give a virtualization of our old in trays and out trays, if you remember them. So you can use the email for messages to a targeted number of known people where a few replies are expected. If you would need over 3 replies, then the discussion will have to be taken elsewhere. At Eastern, we're able to prioritize emails that need our urgent attention because team members can use the @ function, like how we do it in our social media, to call the attention of the person you are directing the email to. This pops up as a notification to alert us that there's a message that needs our immediate attention. At Eastern, we use the chat box in our app to quickly consult anyone from our organization or quickly discuss a few details about projects. If we would need to introduce a new project or initiative with the team, we usually invite them through a video call, so project stakeholders can conveniently present and relay ideas real time. We also use our planner app so we can track where we all are in our ongoing projects or with whom the project is still with in the workflow. I also receive reports about the amount of time I spend using these collaboration tools and gives me a notion of when to take on more work or slow down. This helps very much since, like I said, sometimes we just lose sight of how much time we dedicate to work. With all these digital advancements, we can find ways to make it a bit easier for all of us as we continue to work remotely. Which is why I am personally grateful for being in a work environment that supports us and ensure we stay connected, seen, and heard through these technical advancements, especially right now that we don't see each other for work. I'm happy to share that these collaboration tools have enabled our management to show they care for us, their employees. In these trying times, as you see in the recognitions Eastern have received since last year. So before I end, I'd like to share with you a quote from Jeff Bezos, which goes, "Where you're going to spend your time and your energy is one of the most important decisions you get to make in life." We may interpret this as the need to devote all of our time to our work because we know our sector is hard hit and we feel the need to move and work fast to recover. But if there's anything we need to reflect on, especially now, is that we should also prioritize and give time for our physical and mental well-being. because there's always going to be work and more work, but then life is a marathon, and we, together with our team, should be able to keep our endurance. Mind your body and mind your mind, because you deserve it, ka-Eastern. That's it for me. Thank you so much for listening, and I would love to hear some of your thoughts and questions later. Back to you, Apple.
Thank you, Miss Diane. I am sure everyone needed to hear that, especially now na importanteng alagaan natin ang ating mental well-being. And also, thank you, Miss Diane, for addressing the challenges that we face today, working from home and some on-site, like difficulties with collaboration and communication since we don't see each other face-to-face, thus a delayed or no real-time response to our queries, right? Also addressing, loneliness at work, inability to unplug from work, and now we can make use of our cloud-based applications for better collaboration and a secured communication to ease our anxiety at work. And also what Miss Diane included is the application collaborations that can make us feel connected with our workmates through meaningful activities like yoga, games, and the like. And now mga ka-Eastern, I know you want to hear more from our speakers. So let's keep the conversation going. Kaya ngayon, magkakaroon po tayo ng Q&A session. So we are calling back our guests. We have Miss Kat Trevino, Sir Dexter Laurel, and of course, our very own Miss Diane Montes. Now, we have a lot of very interesting questions for our panel today, and I'm sure everyone can learn a thing or two from our guests' answers. So again, ayan, we are complete in our virtual stage. Magandang hapon, Miss Kat, Sir Dexter, and of course, Miss Diane. Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon.
Yeah. Before we
Hi.
fire up our questions for all of you guys, I just want to know, personal question for all of you guys. How do you start your day? I'd like to hear from Miss Kat first.
Ay, nako. I start my day with a mindful, I make sure it's a mindful morning. I try not to look at my phone first. I stretch, I get my coffee, and if I can, I'll squeeze in a short workout. By starting and getting your day in a mindful moment, it's really important because it sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Thank you, Miss Kat, for sharing. Now, I'd like to hear from Miss Diane. How do you start your day, Miss Diane?
Hi, Apple. Yeah, actually, every morning, very similar with Kat. I really don't look at my devices yet the moment I wake up because I've always found it too stressful and it doesn't give me the right energy to begin the day. So when I get up, I need an upper like a coffee, a cup of coffee first, and then I relax. And if ever I should look at my device, it's actually to read the news. Although other people would say it's actually not advisable also, but it's something that keeps me updated and keeps me informed and in place, and it just puts me in a feeling that I'm not missing out on anything, and that gives me the right energy to start the day.
Thank you, Miss Diane. What about Sir Dexter? Hi, sir. How do you start your day?
Yes, I always start my day with a short prayer, thankful for another day, of course, and then a light exercise before having my breakfast. So that's actually my usual routine, first thing in the morning.
Thank you, Sir Dexter, for sharing. Ayan, mga ka-Eastern. Okay, something to, think about. Okay, no cell phone as you wake up. That's a common denominator from our guest speakers for today. And of course, meditation or prayer. That helps a lot. Thank you so much for sharing, Miss Kat, Miss Diane, and Sir Dexter. And now, ito na, our question for all of you guys. Okay, so the first question will be answered by Miss Diane, Miss Kat, and then Sir Dexter. So here it is. Okay, it has been a challenging year for the tourism industry, and it is only now starting to pick up. So what would be your advice to us who are just starting to work more and more in the now normal? Okay, let's start with Sir Dexter.
Yes, correct. as we speak, resorts and hotels are slowly picking up. But of course, it's a long way to go, no? Yung rooms namin, function rooms are slowly picking up. May mga weddings, birthdays na tayo. Rooms, occupancy tumataas naman, 60-70% daily. Average, nagbi-minimum siya around 50-60, which is much better compared with, especially during the start of the pandemic, wherein nakakalungkot talaga tingnan yung occupancy forecast natin. Okay? But again, as the remaining 2 months of the year will not be enough. So expected medyo yung losses ng hotel, ng industry is a bit huge, no? But of course, as the saying goes naman, whenever you are down, there's nowhere else but to go up. So obviously, this too shall pass. So makakabawi din tayo, makaka-bounce back din yung hotel at yung tourism industry in general. Thank you so much.
Salamat, Sir Dexter. Ayan, agility and bouncing back. All right. Ngayon naman, we'd like to hear from Miss Diane Montes. Miss Diane, what would be your advice to us who are just starting to work more and more in the now normal?
Actually, Apple, no, it's actually good to see, according to Sir Dexter, it's actually good to see that we're witnessing some semblance of recovery, and hopefully there won't be any rock on the road. But for those who are operating in the now normal, perhaps what we need to do is to be fearless and yet cautious. Kasi, di ba, we need to listen to guidelines and plan things out. While it may take a while until the now normal or next normal, no, as other people would say it, before it actually settles in, we're all anticipating that businesses will actually pick up and hopefully return to how it was before, or even better. There are many changes, such as, for example, work from home arrangements, which we think that may, continue to happen for a number of colleagues, and maybe even rotating schedules, who knows? But it differs per industry, I think. But always prepare, because and then after you're done preparing, then prepare some more. There's really nothing you can't handle without proper anticipation and preparation.
I agree, Miss Diane, and thank you. Okay, you can't be too prepared. Tama, diba? Ika nga nila. So now naman po, we'd like to hear from Miss Kat Trevino. Miss Kat, what would be your advice to us who are just starting to work more and more now in the now normal?
I would have to echo what Sir Dexter and Diane said. It's such an exciting time to be seeing more and more people get back to traveling and our work starting to normalize, and you may feel like you want to push yourself to the limit. It's okay to take it slow. The past few days or the past few months and in the year even, we have probably already established the pandemic routine, and abrupt changes may be harmful and stressful to us, just like how we adjusted also going into the pandemic. Being resilient during this time is very important, but we always have to be mindful of our emotions during this time of change. Tama what Diane said. Part of really taking care of yourself and being mindful of how you feel, prioritizing self-care, taking care of yourself along the way is part of the preparation. So I hope that helps.
Thank you, Ms. Kat Trevino. And now, for the question from our viewers. Okay, this one is for Ms. Kat. All right, Ms. Kat, we've been having some trouble getting through this pandemic. And while I do get support from my surrounding, I was wondering if there was something else I can do to support my mental health.
Thank you again for that question, Apple. And tama, getting the support from others is great for your mental health. I also shared that during my talk earlier. But also getting into a good routine and checking in on how you're truly feeling, being aware and true to your feelings, especially connecting with a professional, can be helpful so that we can practice developing mental agility and resilience. Other things na pwede natin gawin is by staying active, exercising, eating well, and also you can also use the technologies today, like what Diane shared in her talk, to optimize your time or to connect and collaborate with others. Having that balanced routine and knowing how to optimize your time so that there's less stress, so that it's more proactive, and being mindful can really help get us through these times of uncertainty.
Thank you, Miss Kat, for sharing this with our live audience. Ngayon naman, moving on to the question for Sir Dexter. Hi, Sir Dex. So
Good
here is your
afternoon.
question. Okay, what does Cheetah have in store for us members and friends of Cheetah? Anything we can look forward to in the upcoming months or maybe even early next year?
Actually, for the remaining 2 months of the year, Apple, we don't have that much since kaya na yung taon. Uh, Understandably, since yung face-to-face or yung mga outdoor activities are still limited in some part of the country. Uh, but we are looking forward to a great year for next year, actually, especially for Cheetah and hopefully for the rest of the hotels and resorts here in Cebu. Though economically, di pa talaga makaka-bounce back, no? Agad-agad si tourism industry after almost 2 years of this pandemic. So, but of course, with the help of the government, the local government units concerned, so for sure we could bounce back in no time. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Sir Dexter, for sharing that with us. And for all of our live viewers here, maybe you can check out the Facebook page or the website of Cheetah so you will be updated with all of their events and their upcoming projects. And now naman, we're going to be moving on to the question for Miss Diane Montes. Hi, Miss Diane. So this is from our viewer. Okay, so Miss Diane, the borderless solutions sound great. But I've seen and heard that Eastern Communication continues to expand in different locations. Why is that and why now during the pandemic?
Well, Apple Eastern continues to find ways, no, to reach out to the underserved and unserved, ika nga. And coming from what we all have experienced, no, not just in the hotel industry, in many other industries, connectivity continues to be a very important, very, very important throughout the pandemic. And we're quite sure that this will be the case for a long while after. And that is why Eastern Communications continues to expand in many locations all over the Philippines, from Luzon hanggang Mindanao. And actually, if I may share with you, it is part of our core values talaga and mission to make sure that when we expand, that we continue to offer high-tech and high-touch approach, which many of you have come to experience already being our existing partners. And just like many other telecommunications companies, of course, we want to support the overall growth of the Philippines so that we will grow bigger and stronger than our neighboring countries and help boost the recovery of our hotel and tourism industry, of course.
Thank you so much, Miss Diane. And now, another question for Miss Kat. Hi, Miss Kat. So this is from our live viewer. Okay, so as an IT professional, I normally keep to myself, but I do find myself anxious and under so much stress that it's hard to focus. Can I do anything to lower my anxiety or perhaps relieve some stress?
Ako, the IT line of work can get really strenuous and may require an always on working schedule. Not much time to rest or not much time to recharge. It's so important for us to be able to establish and communicate boundaries because self-care needs to be part of your job. It needs to be just as important as your next business meeting or your meeting with your boss. The leaders also have to be hyper vigilant and understanding of the employee's workload and mental well-being during these very abnormal times. Ways we can establish boundaries doesn't have to mean full vacations or taking leaves and all of these things, but being mindful of the things that you do every day, like I shared earlier. For example, not allowing working lunch hours. It allows us for time to eat mindfully, gives us that break that we need. Taking the time in our morning to be off our social media, or be off our phones first to really get ready for the day versus opening your phone the first thing after you wake up. It already sets you up for stress and anxiety when you don't have to be yet. Our behavior really drives our beliefs. If we're able to establish that behavior of self-care and self-respect, we become more aware that there can and there will be more time for them so that we can become the best selves at work and at home.
Thank you, Ms. Kat Trevino. I hope that helped. And now moving on to the next question. This one is for Sir Dexter. And I think, Sir Dexter, this is from one of your very concerned and active member of Cheetah. Okay, so the question is, how can we better support Cheetah in endeavors and strengthen the organization as members and friends of Cheetah?
Well, Eastern has been with Cheetah for quite some time now, Apple. And for sure, the friendship and the partnership will be as stronger as ever in the years to come. And we certainly look forward for more fruitful years between Eastern Communications and all of Cheetah member hotels with all of our ICT requirements in the near future, of course.
Thank you, Sir Dexter. And to wrap up our Q&A session for this afternoon, a last question for Miss Diane. Hi, Miss Diane. So, okay, this is the question. Our virtual meetings run long and it gets tiresome as sometimes we attend multiple meetings in a day. Whew. Okay, what would be your recommendation or what do you recommend when we still need to discuss projects with different teams?
I think a lot of us relate to this concern very much, but what I can recommend is identify if you really need a virtual meeting, like if it's just an update on a task assigned during the previous meeting, check if this can be covered by simply sending an email. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, di ba may mga memes nga na gano'n na parang this meeting could have been an email. So maybe there's much to be said about that. Or if a meeting cannot be avoided, you can make efficient use of your time by coming up with a clear agenda. Then you can assign roles as to who will lead the meeting, who will take notes, and who will take on certain tasks as you go on with the discussion para naman maximize yung oras. But for status update meetings, what we do is this can be managed by emailing first the updates or a pre-read, no? So everyone can read it during their free time kasi hindi naman tayo pare-parehas ng free time madalas, and the proposed next steps. And then inform attendees that a meeting will be set to only address questions or clarifications about the project. So that way, the meetings won't have to run long. At least most times, that's how we do it, and hope that's something that could be of help to our guests.
Thank you so much, Ms. Diane, for sharing that with us. And yan, mga ka-Eastern, that is the end of our Q&A session. Thank you so much, Ms. Diane, Ms. Kat, and Sir Dexter for sharing your wisdom and your insights with all of our ka-Easterns right here. And ayan, before I let you all chill out for a little while, okay, I just want to ask for your parting messages for all of our ka-Easterns watching us right now. So let's hear it from Ms. Kat Trevino first.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak about mental resilience and really how to cope during this time. Having conversations on mental health and valuing your well-being is very important as we shift into new work environments, as we deal with challenges along the way. It's completely normal and valid, our mental health challenges. And whatever we feel, whether that's negative or positive, let's not fight it. Be present with your emotions so that you can understand what it's teaching you, what it's telling you. Reach out to a professional, reach out to loved ones during this time because we cannot really do it alone. Thank you again for the opportunity, and I really hope that you all stay safe and be well.
Thank you, Ms. Kat. And now, Sir Dexter.
In behalf of Cheetah, Ms. Kat, Ms. Diane, Apple, Sir GB, and the rest of Eastern Communications team, thank you so much for sponsoring Cheetah, even though this virtual event, but we're looking forward for a more, siguro, hopefully, one of these days, di ba, makapag-physical or face-to-face event na din tayo. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Salamat, Sir Dexter. And now, finally, Ms. Diane Montes.
What I can say is daghang salamat po sa inyong lahat for having me. It's my first time po to be a speaker here in Cheetah. I'm very, very excited. I'm quite happy to be part of this event. And thank you everyone for making it a success. It's also an honor for me to speak alongside Sir Dexter, Laurel, and Ms. Kat Trevino, of course. So magandang hapon po at salamat ulit. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Again, thank you so much, Miss Kat Trevino, Sir Dexter Laurel, and of course, our very own Miss Diane Montes. And of course, sa inyo mga ka-Eastern, maraming salamat po for sending in all your questions. And I hope we all got to learn from each other today from our Q&A session. Wow, I feel lighter now. And ayan, mga ka-Eastern, kabalo ko na halos kita tanan ni Sulay sa pag-bake, mahimog plantita, maminaw of K-pop, well, I'm a blink, pero lahi ra gyapon ang connection sa ato pamilya og mga friends, sakto ba? It is during this time that we know how important it is to be reaching out to them, virtually at least. And that's why in Eastern Communications, we always put you, our customers, our top of mind priority. So now let's get to know more about Baya Eastern. Join me and let's all take a look at this exciting video.
The world we know has changed, and life as we know it has never been the same. A once vibrant and interconnected world now suddenly dark, distant, and divided. But if the course of history has taught us anything, it's how new technology was used again and again to avert a crisis. In this time of physical distancing, the surge of digital solutions such as e-government services, online banking, and e-commerce is now driving businesses to thrive, while individuals turn to telehealth, e-learning, and collaboration solutions to conduct their daily activities. As society looks to bounce back and to take strides in the now normal, it turns to innovators who are driven by the desire to develop communities and to build nations. Innovators who endeavor to improve people's lives. For over 100 years, Eastern Communications has been leading innovations in the Philippines. Its century-old legacy includes establishing the first communications facilities, connecting the country to the rest of the world via its network of undersea cables used for telegraphy, and later on for international telephony. As a primary mover in improving access to data and internet connectivity across the archipelago, Eastern's high-speed leased lines and broadband internet allowed Filipinos to gain access to opportunities in other parts of the country and abroad as well, to allow for foreign investments to flow locally. Today, Eastern continues to revolutionize our virtual experience through a wide portfolio of ICT solutions, such as cybersecurity, cloud services, and managed applications, as businesses and individuals embrace the digital economy. Time and time again, Eastern has forged paths that unite, seeing businesses better connected and families closer than ever. With the aggressive rollout of the Build, Build, Build and Balik Probinsya programs, the rest of the country can look forward to a brighter future. A future made stronger by better infrastructure and expanded access to critical services, at par, if not better than our ASEAN neighbors. We see a future where growth is no longer centralized in Metro Manila. Families no longer have to be displaced from their homes to seek for better opportunities. More businesses are expected to prosper as doors open to drive movement of products, services, and customers. With new digital cities emerging throughout the Philippines, Eastern Communications renews its promise to provide the information infrastructure necessary to promote and support local investments, improve livelihoods, and create opportunities locally. Expanding its diverse and resilient nationwide network to provide access to key strategic cities in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, Eastern supports the acceleration of inclusive growth and sustainable development in these communities. As the world shifts, reliable connections arise. The now normal requires us to be within reach, anytime and anywhere. Explore new possibilities via Eastern. Let's get to know each other more to see how we can help each other in an ever-changing world. Let us help you embrace the future. Our strong connections happen via Eastern. Experience the difference today. Contact us for more details.
Wow, paspas kaayo nilabay ang usa ka oras. Hapit na mo gabi mga ka-Eastern. Daghang kaayo salamat sa pag-uban namo and excited kaayo mi sa Eastern Communications na makauban mo. Again, salamat sa inyong lahat for staying until the end of our program, mostly because gusto namin kayong makasama sa milestone na ito. Eastern Communications is powered by the connections we make at excited kami na makasama kayo for the years to come. And as we draw near to the end of our event mga ka-Eastern, we have Eastern Communications co-coordinators, Attorney Eileen Regio and Ms. Hermie Hizon, to give us a few words of inspiration. So please make sure to stay with us until the end of Via Eastern.
Hello mga ka-Eastern, this is Attorney Eileen Regio, your Eastern Communications Co-Coordinator.
And this is Hermie Hizon, your Eastern Communications Co-Coordinator. During these unusual times, it's easy to feel disconnected.
While we continue to stay safe at home, we are separated from our family members and close friends and even colleagues.
Thankfully, Eastern Communications is right there with you, ready to bridge those gaps. And once again, establish strong connections between you and your loved ones and colleagues.
For decades, this is what we've been doing as the first communications provider in the Philippines. Even today, we continue to work hard in order to provide thoughtful and personalized solutions for your home or your company.
However, digital advancements should not be where our services end. Especially during these difficult times, it's crucial that we bring back that human connection in the business of communications technology.
With our high-tech products and high-touch services, we seek not only to create strong connections, but also to establish strong, personal partnerships to take you from where you are now to where you want to go in the future.
Now more than ever, it is important that we all stay connected. Eastern Communications is with you every step of the way. From shifting your business to the digital landscape, to taking advantage of this new platform, to create even more connections and grab even more opportunities.
And just because we're all staying apart does not mean we cannot continue to build bridges and create partnerships that can help improve our respective businesses as well as provide quality service for our clients. And so, to our ka-Easterns, it is not easy to take a leap of faith with something new. But there really is strength in numbers, in working together towards a new future. That is what Eastern Communications is here for, to be your partner as we reach bigger and better opportunities together.
So, thank you for taking this chance to reach greater heights with us. Thank you for joining us in Via Eastern. The future remains bright for us all, even in the face of a pandemic. We look forward to achieving great things with you.
Together, let's build strong connections and face tomorrow's challenges fearlessly.
Maog yun. Salamat, Attorney Eileen og Miss Hermie, for reminding us all what truly matters. It is you, your loved ones, and a reliable and strong connectivity partner during the pandemic. And I hope you're all fired up, mga ka-Eastern. We have just talked about Via Eastern, and we cannot wait to share more good news to all of you now. And I can tell everyone is getting ready for your merienda as our way of, saying thank you to all of you. Magkakaroon po tayo ng raffle today, yes. But before that, we want to share a little surprise that we have prepared just for you. All right, so for all of our existing customers, just to help you as things are picking up right now, we offer a free speed boost that will last for 24 hours at any time you need it at no extra cost. And just inform your account managers a day ahead of when you will be needing it. And he or she will make sure it triggers on the day you have requested. And this will be great for sudden increases in customers or visitors to each of your business locations. Kaya mga ka-Eastern, for more details, please reach out to us or connect to your account managers. And for those of you who are still not our customers, don't worry, because we are working on something special for you too. And if the speed boost is something that you are interested in, then please contact our account managers again, as we will be sending you the details of this very special offer very, very soon. Wow, so much to look forward to. And speaking of looking forward to something, let's get back to that raffle that I've been telling you earlier. So this afternoon, mga ka-Eastern, we have prepared prizes for everyone. Today, we will be picking out 6 winners. So I'll be announcing 4 winners of a minor raffle prize. And of course, 2 major winners of our 2,000 peso worth of EGC. And again, our prizes are, we're giving away 1,000 peso worth of EGC to 4 winners and 2,000 peso worth of gift certificate or EGC for our 2 major raffle winners. So are you guys excited? Yes, comment now in our chat box below how excited you guys are. So a quick reminder for our winners, please take a screenshot of your name once we flash it on the screen, and don't forget to email it to us at marketing@etpi.com.ph with the subject via Eastern Raffle Winner. And do not forget to include your details like your full name, your company, your position, and your contact number in the email of the body so we can contact you directly ASAP. So now let's get on with our raffle dahil alam kong excited na kayong lahat. So we will be announcing first our 4 minor raffle winners receiving 1,000 peso each of e-gift certificate. Ayan. So let's do a drum roll. Okay. And mga ka-Eastern, our first minor raffle winner is... Sino nga ba ang mauuna? Congratulations to Renante Capao. Congratulations, Sir Renante. You just won yourself 1,000 peso worth of EGC. And now, to join Sir Renante, our second minor raffle winner of 1,000 peso EGC is none other than me. Kidding. It's Christian Publico. Congratulations, Sir Christian Publico. And now, to add another one to our minor raffle winners, we have, following Sir Christian Publico, is me. No, it's Miss Cherry Aliego. Congratulations, Miss Cherry Aliego. You just got yourself 1,000 peso worth of EGC. And now, to complete our 4 minor raffle winners, following Miss Cherry is the very lucky Mr. Jethro Chua. Congratulations, Jethro Chua. So you're a part of our minor raffle winners, receiving 1,000 peso each of our e-gift certificate. And I know you guys are excited. For those of you who are not called for our minor raffle prizes, don't worry, meron pa tayong 2 major raffle prizes to be drawn. So are you ready, guys? Okay, now I will be announcing our first major raffle winner who will be receiving 2,000 peso worth of e-gift certificate. Okay, sino kaya ang mauuna? Nandun ba yung names namin ni KA? Wala. All right, so the first winner for our major raffle prize is walang iba kundi si Brad Tolomia. Congratulations, Brad. You just got 2,000 peso worth of e-gift certificate from Eastern Communications. And syempre, joining Brad is, sino kayang susunod? Congratulations, Miss Jury Joy Ruby. Jury Joy Ruby, ma'am, you just won 2,000 peso worth of e-gift certificate from Via Eastern. Again, congratulations to all of our 6 raffle prize winners. And now naman, alam ko yung iba dyan medyo sad, but let's turn your frown upside down because nobody is going home empty-handed. We will be sending out a survey form for you to answer dahil dito sa Eastern, we value feedback from our clients para alam namin kung paano namin kayo matutulungan in the future. So once you scan the QR, you will be asked to fill out the necessary data. And when you're done, you will be receiving a voucher through your registered email address. So keep your lines open, guys. Ayan, so exciting. Again, congratulations to all of our winners and to our voucher receiver. And aside from getting to know Eastern better, we hope that everyone here today had a fun afternoon, because we want to wrap up by thanking you all for being here with us today. And I know you're all excited for this part of the show, because I'm super duper excited to introduce our very special guest. Now, she is a woman of many talents. She is a host, a former mixed VJ, a teacher by profession. She's also a mom, a content creator, singer-songwriter, makeup artist, a stylist, a travel enthusiast, and a lot more. With us, sharing her magic today, of course, is none other than Miss K.A. Antonio.
Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. Magandang gabi mga ka-Eastern. And thank you so much, Eastern Communications, for having me. And I'm super excited to perform for all of you guys tonight. And of course, diba, this show is especially for our friends from Cheetah. Kamusta kayo, guys? And all the songs that I have for you today really ask the question, now, what is it that we value the most? So yan, pwede nyo comment down below. What are the things that you guys value the most? And today we've been talking about that, heights through these songs. I wish to inspire all of you to continue to reach for your goals. Diba? And syempre, I want to also thank our key partners or speakers today for Via Eastern. And of course, kayo guys, mga ka-Eastern, who made this event possible. Para sa inyo to, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Let's go. Welcome to your life. Oh, there's no turning back. Oh, even while we sleep, we will find you acting on our best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own desire. Oh, it's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and the pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands when the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad they had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world. Are you guys singing along with me? Sana kumakanta kayo dyan. And of course, very soon enough, we'll be able to sing this in front of you guys live. And of course, while you guys are enjoying the music, I'll be singing for you guys tonight. Yan, grab a drink na. I have my water here. Thank you, Eastern. I can't stand this indecision, married with a lack of vision. Everybody wants to remember. Say that you never need it. One headline, why believe it? Everybody wants to remember. Hey. Here we go. All for freedom and for pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to live. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Ayan, kamusta kayo guys? Can you guys hear me? Alright, just making sure. Ayan, hindi ba para tayong DJ dito ngayon? Alright, but it's really fun, you know, all of us really adjusted to this new normal. And it's been fun. So super thankful for Eastern, for Via Eastern, for, you know, allowing us to still do what we love to do. Yan. So eto naman, I'm sure itong kantang next na to ay isa sa mga awitin na lagi nyo din talagang nire-request when it comes to mga karaoke or whenever a band's performing. So I hope you guys like this one. Here we go. Sing with me, ah. Type nyo lang yung mga comments ninyo. Ay, isang umaga na tayo'y magsasama. Hayaan halina sa alapan. Oh, ano sarap. Hanggang sa dulo ng mundo, hanggang maubos ang mundo, hanggang gumulong ang luha, hanggang mahulog ang tala. Masdan mo ang aking mata, di mo ba nakikita? Ako ngayon lumilipad at nasa langit na. Gusto mo ba sumama? Di mo na kailangan na matakot, mahiya. Di mo na kailangan na umanap ng iba. Kalimutan na muna ang lahat ng problema. Huminga ka ng malalim at tayo'y lalarga na. Na ba? Umala para pa 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 para pa pa para pa pa para pa pa para pa 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 para pa pa para pa pa para pa pa pa. Listen to this. Ang daming bawas sa mundo. Medyo pwede na lumabas. Sinasakal nila tayo. Buksan ang puso at isipan. Mali pa rin ang kamalayan. Masdan mong aking mata. Di mo ba nakikita? Ako'y lumilipad at nasa alapaap na. Gusto mo ba? 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 Sumama. Thank you so much.
All right, for all of our ka-Eastern. Okay, so we are flashing our QR code right now. So just scan that one for all of you who haven't yet. So that would be our survey form. So again, just answer the questions in the QR. And of course, make sure that you are keeping your lines open so we can reach out to you as you receive your vouchers for today. Okay, so I know you're enjoying Miss K.A. Antonio's performance, so we will be back in a few while. And again, we are still going to flash the QR code dahil of course, we have our ka-Easterns joining in at the last minute. That's okay. So that's for the benefit of those who are just joining in our live stream right now. And I hope you guys are enjoying. And yes, I will be bringing back Miss K.A. Antonio once more.
Ayan. Hope everybody's enjoying this afternoon. Ako, grabe talaga ang Eastern. Dami pa rin ng mga pakulo, even if it's, pandemic, but we're very happy na things are easing and already. Kaya naman, eto na. Gusto ko makikanta pa rin kayo again dito sa susunod kong kakantahin because here's another song from the Eraserhead. Sing with me! Yung sing with me sa new normal, they have to type in the lyrics. So sana madami nagta-type ng lyrics. Here we go. So this was also a musical, right? Na hopefully, pabalik na siya ulit. Kamukha mo si para luman. Noong tayo ay bata pa. At ang galing-galing mong sumayaw. Mabugi man o cha-cha. Ngunit ang paborito ay ang pagsayaw mo ng elimbo. Nakakainda, nakakaaliw, nakakatindi, balahibo. Pagkagaling sa eskwela ay didiretso na sa inyo. At buong maghapon ay tinuturuan mo ako. Magkahawak ang ating kamay at walang kamalay-malay na tinuruan mo ang puso ko na umibig ng tunay. Naninigas ang aking katawan pag umikot na ang plaka. Sabay sa kembot ng behon mo at ang ungay ng iyong mga mata. Lumiliwanag ang buhay habang tayo'y magkaakay at dahan-dahan dumudula ang kamay ko sa makinis mong braso. Sana noon pa man ay sinabi na sa inyo, kahit hindi na uso ay ito lang ang alam ko. Maghahawak ang ating kamay at walang kamalay-malay na tinuruan mo ang puso ko na umibig ng tunay. La-la, sing with me. La-la, la-la, la-la. Lumipas ang maraming taon, hindi na tayo nagkita. Balita ko'y may anak na, ngunit walang asawa. Tagahugas ka raw ng pinggan sa may ermita, at isang gabi nasagasaan sa isang madilim na eskinita. Lahat ng pangarap ko'y bigla lang natunaw. Sa panaginip na lang pala kita maisasaya. Magkahawak ang ating kamay at walang kamalay-malay na tinuruan mo ang puso ko na umibig ng tunay. Maghahawak ang ating kamay at walang kamalay-malay na tinuruan mo ang puso ko na umibig ng tunay. Everybody! La 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 la. And that was ang huling in vivo by the Eraserheads. Press 1 naman dyan yung mga Eraserheads fans. Yan, thank you. Sana nasa listahan ito ng mga requests ninyo. And of course, tuloy-tuloy na tayo. It's a Friday evening. It's time to party, guys. I hope everyone's enjoying the night, grabbing something to drink or something to eat. And of course, that's one thing we miss with Easter, diba? Like, we all share a drink when we have events, but very soon. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to my next song. And as mentioned earlier, yan, sayawan time naman tayo. So, sana makisayaw kayo. Sa mga 90s kids dyan and 80s. Ito na. This is for you guys. One of my favorites also. Woo! Sobra akong Swing Out Sister fan. Sayang no, nag-pandemic, may concert dapat sila ng 2020. Here we go. Break out. When explanations make no sense, when every answer's wrong, You're fighting with lost confidence. All expectations gone. The time has come to make a break. Move on, don't hesitate. Break out, don't stop to ask. And now you find a break to make it last. You've got to find a way, say what you want to say. Break out. When situations never change, tomorrow looks unsure. Don't leave your destiny to chance. What are you waiting for? When the time has come to make a break, break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you found a break to make it last. You got to find a way, say what you want to say. Break out. Don't stop to ask. And now you find a break to make it last. You got to find a way, say what you want to say. Break out. Some people stop at nothing. If you're searching for something, lay down the law, shut out the more, break out and shut the end day out to break out. Break out, don't start to ask. Now you find a break to make it last. You've got to find a way, say what you want to say. Break out, don't start to ask. And now you find a break to make it last. You got to find a way, say what you want to say. Break out. I'll lay down the law, shout out for more. Break out and shout the end day out to break out. You got to find a way. Woohoo! Thank you so much. That was super nakakabitin because, everybody's like in a party mood already. Kaya naman tuloy-tuloy na natin to with the Michael Jackson song. Hope you guys like this one. Are you guys dancing? If you are, pwede kayong send in a mga dancing or feet emoji. Are you guys doing that? Here we go. Here's something from Michael Jackson. Boy, close your eyes, let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to find it, there ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind, lay back and groove it, man. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night, dance you into day. I wanna rock with you all night, I wanna rock the night away. Out on the floor, there ain't nothing to do but love. Oh, when we dance, there's a magic that must be love. Just take it slow, 'cause you got so far to go. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night, dance you into day. I wanna rock with you all night. Wanna rock the night away. And when the groove is dead and gone, you know the love survives, so we can rock forever. Ooh. Hey. I wanna rock with you. I wanna groove with you. I wanna rock with you. I wanna groove rock with you. Dance you into daylight. I wanna rock with you all night. I wanna rock the night away. Oh, rock with you. Gonna dance you into day. I wanna rock with you all night. Rock the night away. Hey. I wish I could see you all dancing. Thank you so much. And of course, we are down to our last song. Muli nagpapasalamat ako sa Eastern Communications, for allowing us artists to be able to share our talents with you in the form of ganito kahit hindi tayo nag-live events. Thank you guys so much. Kaya naman, all I can say is shut up and dance with me. All right, here we go. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Happy weekend. So don't look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny. She says, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the chemical, physical kryptonite, helpless to the base and faded. Oh, we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. He said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She says ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. About her dress and some beat up sleeves, my discotheque Juliet teenage dream. Felt it in my chest when she looked at me. Oh, we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She says, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Come on, girl. Ooh. Hope you guys are having fun. Deep in her eyes, I think I see the future. I realize this is my last dance. She took mom. I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, here we go. Oh, girl, you didn't look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She says, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance. So don't you look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. He said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She says, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, shut up and dance with me. Thank you, guys. Ooh, shut up and dance with me. Thank you, everybody. Maraming salamat, Eastern Communications.
Wow, thank you so much for that wonderful performance, Miss K.A. Antonio. Ayan, we are always looking forward to each of your performance here in our Via Eastern event. And I agree, K.A., I cannot wait to watch and see you perform live. So before anything else, do you have, messages to our fellow Ka-Easterns watching you and dancing alone, behind their screens? Go ahead,
Yeah,
K.A.
that's true. Thank you so much, Apple. And hello to you. I have yet to meet you in person. But anyway, so glad to have performed for all of you guys today. Maraming salamat sa inyo. At syempre, bago tayo magpaalam, I would like to do a quick shout out syempre sa ating mga guests tonight. Cheetah members, I hope you guys had fun. Attendees from BTAP. Ayan, friends from all over Visayas and Mindanao. We have Leo Escaro, Mark Noel Coeno, Jomar Hovelo, Jetra Chua. Ayan, to Miss Kat Trevino, who shared a lot. I was listening to her also this afternoon. To all who attended via Eastern from all over Cebu and everyone else who joined us for today. Ayan, yung Cheetah members natin. I hope I was able to mention everybody. Mark Noel Coeno, Jomar Hovelo, Jetro Chua. There you go. Okay, it's complete. And I just wanted to make sure that we get to acknowledge everyone. Siyempre, kila Sir Mike Castaneda, Miss Dian Montes, Miss Hermie, Attorney Eileen of Eastern Communications, and of course, to you mga ka-Easterns. Nako, sana makita-kita na tayo soon para may kasama ko kasayawan ng live. Yan si Attorney Eileen, sayaw yan. Thank you so much for having me here. See you again soon and stay safe, everybody. Thank you, Apple.
Thank you so much, K.A. Antonio. Always a pleasure having you perform with us here in Via Eastern. And of course, the warmest thank you to all of our guests and our speakers for today, Sir Dexter Laurel, Miss Kat Trevino, and of course, Miss Diane Montes. And syempre, to you, Ka-Eastern, a big thank you for being a part of Via Eastern today. We hope to see you on the next ones, okay? So my name is Apple Grace, and in behalf of Eastern Communications, have a good day and stay safe, everyone. Bye.